Good morning. It's a new week, and we have just unlimited opportunity to accomplish what the Lord has laid in front of us to do this week. My prayer is that you guys will seize that opportunity and look to get something done for the Lord this week. We're going to continue our Bible study in Nehemiah chapter 9. Now, if you remember where we left off last week, the people were confessing their sins, and the priests were either reading or reciting this giant passage about everything that the Lord had done from the beginning of time up till now. We're going to jump back into that where we've already read on Thursday, starting at chapter 9, verse 9. It says, "And you saw the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and heard their cry at the Red Sea, and performed signs and wonders against Pharaoh and all his servants, and all the people of the land. For you knew that they acted arrogantly against our fathers. And you made a name for yourself, as it is to this day. And you divided the sea before them, so that they went through the midst of the sea on dry land. And you cast their pursuers into the depths, as a stone into mighty waters." So let's pause right here for a minute. And obviously they're recapping the story of the Israelites in Egypt being oppressed and then being led out of Egypt. The Red Sea parts, the Israelites walk across on dry land. As Egypt pursues, the Red Sea collapses in and destroys all of the Egyptian pursuers. So we see here the deliverance of the Israelites from the people from this affliction that was upon them. It said in the beginning that he being God, he saw the affliction, heard their cry, and delivered them. And I think a lot of us right now are feeling this, like, why I'm in pain. I'm losing my job. What if I get sick? I am sick. People around me are suffering. The church is suffering. Do you not see me, God? So, do you see my affliction? Do you hear my cries and my prayers to you because you're doing nothing? See, he saw and heard and delivered the Israelites, but what about me? Now, the takeaway here is that don't forget the part that happened right before this. They were slaves in Egypt for 400 years. That's how many generations of no response. Just because you're crying out, it doesn't mean that God can't see you or hear you. This just might be your time in slavery before the next part, before the deliverance. You need to be patient with the process that the Lord is putting you through. His timing is perfect, and you'll get there. It reminds me of Proverbs 3. We're reading through that with the youth group. And Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." Or other versions, he will direct your path. When we feel like we know better, or we say, "God, why are you doing this?" remember, don't lean on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord, and he will direct your path through the Red Sea on dry land. You have to go through the suffering first. Trust in the Lord. Next, it says, "By a pillar of cloud you led them in the day, and by a pillar of fire in the night, to light for them the way in which they should go. You came down on Mount Sinai and spoke with them from heaven, and gave them the rules and laws, good statutes and commandments. And you made known to them your holy Sabbath, and commanded them commandments and statutes, and a law by Moses your servant. You gave them bread for their hunger, and brought water for them out of the rock for their thirst. And you told them to go in to possess the land that you had sworn to give them." How cool was that? I think it's easy to look at a passage like this and say, "God, You were leading the people day by day in a pillar of cloud or a pillar of fire. And then you came down onto Mount Sinai and gave them laws and rules and commandments. It would be so easy, so awesome to follow you if you were doing that today. And then it's like, boom, kick in the pants. He already did that. We can say, man, I wish God would lead me like that today. But he is. Like, he gave us this. This is him leading you day by day. And it's like we're looking around. This is right here in front of us. And we're saying, God, what? Lead me. Show me. Where should I go? What should I do? What should I not do? What are your laws? Where should I go to school when I graduate? What should I do? What job should I take? Trust in the Lord. Lean not on your own understanding. He will direct your path. It's right here. And it's like, well, how cool would it be? Because they were hungry and they were fed. And manna appeared and water appeared out of rocks. And the Lord provided for them. Well, the Lord led them into the desert, which is why he provided for them. The Lord is providing for all of us. I ate as many meals as I wanted today. And if you're hungry, our church family will take care of you. You just raise your hand and you say the word. The Lord is providing for his people. Don't be like the Pharisees, looking for one thing when the Lord's provided the thing for you right here, but you're looking for something else and you completely miss what God's doing. So, just to recap, everything that the Lord did, people of Nehemiah's time are looking back at the fulfilled promises of God. And we should do the same. It's the same God that provided for them is the same God who provides for us. And let that be an encouragement and your energy to start off your week. The Lord be with you today.